I'm lesbian. Uh, g- Girls. It's okay, take your time. I still love this meme. I still love it because it's kind of a cliche, but in this case, it's a cliche because it's true that lesbians just get so excited about girls in general or women in general or the women they're interested in that they just stop functioning. And literally, I just feel this because originally it's because someone couldn't type. And I can't type for shit. My autocorrect gave up on me, and I gave up on my autocorrect because it never knows what I want to say. So I feel this. Yeah. Hello, BabyQueers, and welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been a long time since we've been to this subreddit, and it is kind of adorable because we love these little ball comics. Or at least I do. If you're not sure yet, stick around. But either way, you know the deal. Before we continue, y'all gotta get hydrated. So grab some water, or some tea, or whatever else you like to drink, and then we'll look at some more key comics. Are you hydrated? Good, let's go. I hate long hair, it's so annoying. Then cut it? No. I feel like this is probably specifically true for trans women who had like really conservative families growing up who were like, no, you're a boy, you can't have long hair. So they were never allowed to have long hair. And now they're finally allowed to have long hair because maybe like they're grown up and they moved out and they're allowed to have long hair now because no one's telling them they shouldn't. And then even if you do get annoyed by it, you don't ever want to cut it. Which honestly is fair. Like I kind of went the other way around. Like I wasn't allowed to have like super short hair. And in school, I wanted an undercut, kind of like almost like I have now, but I wasn't allowed to get one. So as soon as I moved out, I got an undercut because I was like, well, by the time my parents find out, it's gonna be way too late. So I can understand. It took me years to actually like grow it out again. Why won't my love robot work? Ugh, so annoying. Meanwhile, in the battery compartment, the AA batteries are having fun. Listen, if you want your love robot to conjure up what normal people or like what most people would consider like love, because let's face it, there's a lot of different kinds of love, really. Not just the, hey, I'm romantically and sexually interested in my partner and that's love kind of thing, but if that's the kind of thing you were going for with this robot, you're gonna fail with the AA batteries. You're gonna need some different type of power source because the A batteries are not gonna work. They're just not gonna work. Me, to my friends, do I have queer energy? Them, yes. I think this is just every queer person, just constantly worrying if they're giving enough queer energy. And sometimes you might doubt it because straight people are kind of unhinged and will just like ask you as a gay man if you have a girlfriend because they don't clock it, or like as a lesbian if you have a boyfriend and stuff like that, and people don't clock it. Apparently, even for straight people, I give enough queer energy because they usually look at me and just like, so do you have a like boyfriend or a girlfriend? And just ask like both, or just like, are you like single or are you in a relationship? And just like kind of try to get around the gender. That's how you give so much queer energy that even straight people clock it. To be fair, it is more important that queer people clock it, but still, Miss Italia, only biological women are allowed to join. You, as a trans woman, aren't allowed to. Miss Italia, some trans guy showing up. Wait, since I'm a biological woman, I can join, right? This is just, I don't know. It's really cool, and I love the way these trans dudes showed up as like hundreds of trans students and just entered this contest because they were like, Well, listen, according to you, I'm a biological woman. Because to be fair, they were all born as one. So they all entered. And as much as I love that show of support, and I do think it's incredibly hilarious, it's still kind of sad that it needed to happen, you know? But still, I love trans people for being this deadpan and be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna enter. My mom, talking to my aunt. She, in brackets me, doesn't want a girly cake. Me, hiding behind the cishet mask. I just don't think things like cakes should be gendered, that's all. My aunt, are you gonna call her them now? Me, non-binary. You guys have no idea, do ya? Oh. Struggled in unsupportive family. Yeah. That's the thing. People don't know. And sometimes when it's not necessarily family, like when you're around like different people, like colleagues or something, sometimes it's good to be stealth because then you will know what kind of people they are and what kind of opinions they have, because they'll just like talk openly about something and then you'll just know. Like I had this at my old workplace. Like I already didn't like the dude. I just didn't really vibe with him at all. I couldn't even really explain why. But then he started talking at some point because he didn't realize I was trans. Next to him was sitting a dude who thought I was a trans woman. So much to clocking queer energy, I guess. But still, sometimes it's good. But with family, them being this unsupportive just hurts. Because especially if you're like young and can't necessarily go as low contact as you want, because your family will like still kind of drag you along to family events. In those cases, it just sucks. I'm so sorry. You're so young. Are you sure you're aro ace? Okay, so you know how when you have a partner, you're supposed to love them and be romantic and stuff, right? But if I had a partner, I just what I mean is, wait, what would I do? Why would I ever want or need a partner? Sweating. Aroace access stopped working. Wait, what? Why? Like actually, why? I think they're just nervous that they broke you. But kind of be like, that's one of the things. I don't think you can like actually make someone understand. I mean, A, if they don't want to understand, they won't. But secondly, like for a lot of people, it's just incredibly hard to imagine. So when you try to explain it in a way, because like a lot of people, you notice like when people like get out of a relationship, when they break up, they're just gonna go like, oh no, I'm gonna be single for I don't want to date at all anymore. That's so frustrating. It's so annoying. But that lasts for like whatever, anywhere between 2 days and a couple of months, because then they do eventually find someone and become interested in other people again that way. And they just kind of expect you to be the same way, really, to kind of just have that like temporary not wanting to date or something, because they don't really understand. But then again, I keep saying this, you don't really have to experience the same thing to understand that it's a thing and that the thing is real, even if you have no idea what the thing feels like. You know? But I get trying to explain and failing miserably. Yeah. Me, a trans dude, just minding my business. Some girl. Hi. Me. Oh. Hey. Are you transgender? Yeah? Oh, my sister's trans. So, do you want to see my cat? Plushie. Oh, okay, that is probably a really cute cat plushie. That's kind of awkward, but also just so incredibly sweet and wholesome. She's like, I want to start a conversation with this person. I don't know how to. And they probably got really nervous because they could see you were nervous with your, yeah, I'm trans. Where is this going? Because I can understand being worried. Yeah. And then just immediately go, no, my sister's trans. Like, I don't know. I thought you were cool. I wanted to show you my plushie. Like, it's just cute. It's just so cute and so wholesome. And honestly, if you just put it like this, it's just so funny. Oh, hey, look, it's the flag of Iceland. You mean Iceland? No, Iceland. Wait, no, isn't that Denmark? No, Iceland. Are the people of Denmark worried at all yet that we keep making jokes about invading Denmark? Because it seems like one of the things we're not really letting die. Like sometimes, you know, like a community has a kind of like ongoing joke for like a couple of months, and then there's like a new joke and the old one gets completely forgotten. But somehow Iceland is still ongoing, and I do still think it's funny. So to be fair, can we redesign the flag, or will we just change it to the ace flag once it's conquered? You know, that's the question I'm having. Asexual, just vibing, you know? I'm so glad I figured out my sexuality. It's been a journey, but I'm comfortable with who I am. It's been a long journey though. I'm glad I'm certain of my gender at least. Wait, though, now that I say that, I've never really felt comfortable calling myself a woman or a girl. Not that I feel like a man either. I'm just a blob with thoughts. Why is gender even a concept I have to deal with anyway? Cracking noises. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Did I shelf sexuality for gender actually? Because I used to just say I was bi or pan. Because, well, I kind of switched from bi to pan because I was like, well, it makes more sense, I guess. And then shelved the entire thing for a couple of years because I was like, no, I have to like worry about being trans. Like, that's way more important. Because I was like kind of sure that it wasn't it, and that it didn't feel quite fitting because people be obsessed with sex constantly, and I never quite understood it. But apparently you can do it the other way around too, to just be so sure of your sexuality and then have your egg cracking. Oh well, I feel like that's probably the case for more people than just like shelving one thing in favor of like figuring out your gender first. And I told everyone what a nice girl you were. I gendered you correctly. I'm such a great ally. Thanks for the bare minimum. I swear to God, these people that act like such heroes for having the decency to actually like gender someone correctly and like making an effort to gender someone correctly and use the correct name. Like, I don't know, maybe it's a German thing, but I mean, at least I've noticed that when people get married and change their last name, people will also struggle with that naturally because they've just like used one name for so long. But secondly, will also still actually actively refer to that person by the old name. And maybe it is because I'm trans that seems so disrespectful, but still, maybe call people by the correct name. Yeah. I'm a boy, but sometimes I feel like a girl. And then the next week, I'm a boy. What am I? I'm so confused. A few years later, oh, I finally figured it out. Wait, what is happening? Oh yeah, I'm gender fluid. I mean, maybe do actually put your gender fluid friends in a bottle so they don't like soak into the ground or something, but I I'm not saying it's not funny. It's just that puns kind of hurt. Arrowball, Aceball. What? Oh no, we're merging. Damn. You know, I never quite understood the arrow ace flag. Like, I do think it's insanely pretty. Like, I really like the arrow ace flag, but I never quite understood how you took the arrow flag with like green and like white and black and the ace flag with purple in it and get that flag. Like, where does the flag come from? But yeah, that's kind of what happened. That's kind of what happens. Like, that's kind of, I feel like people think about their sexual orientation maybe first. Because for a lot of people it's a bit more obvious, at least, than romantic, because it can be really hard to tell, like, between romantic feelings and like sexual feelings, but also like platonic feelings. To kind of like, do I like you as a friend, or would I want to date you? And I feel like that messes a lot of people up quite badly. And by a lot of people, I also mean me. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people kind of either figure out one thing first and then the other, and then this is kind of what happens in your head, because they're like, oh wait, I'm both. Oh well, new flag unlocked. Gay, please help. The ace packs and the lesbians have lost it. Lost it? How? They're chasing a straight business owner with a bad legs. Ooh, I want a bad legs? That's not the point. All this needless violence won't help us be better liked. All I got is this lousy butter knife. I'm gonna go ask if they want to trade if I help them out. Gay, no. Gay, for fuck's sake. Just, can one of you stay put and not choose violence? But to be fair, be gay, do crime. Maybe didn't mean threaten people with a bad Lexus, even if they're straight and homophobic. Like, maybe don't. Maybe don't. I mean, trans has a point. That's not gonna help, actually. Do you guys like cherries? Yeah, definitely. Well, I do also very much like cherries. Cherries are delicious. Yeah. But to be fair, yeah, if you're gonna like put it like that, the same as if you say eggplant, a lot of people are gonna have a dirty mind and not think about like actual vegetable eggplant and be like, maybe, depends on which one you're referring to. Yeah, I'm pretty certain I'm a trans dude, just watching the Owl House. Huh, wait. A non-binary character. Wait, why am I cracking? Oh, god damn it, not again. Did I try telling myself that I'm a trans dude for the sake of being able to tell everyone else I'm a trans dude, and to tell my psychologist I'm a trans guy to be able to get hormones and surgery? No, I would never lie to a psychologist. Come on. But to be fair, in that case, German health insurances are very, very specific about who's allowed to get hormones, and I literally had to find them for so long for them to cover my surgery. I really glad Germany has health insurance, and I did get them eventually to cover my surgery, but still, they don't do that if you're non-binary. So I kind of tried telling myself I was trans. I knew I wasn't like a trans guy, but I tried telling myself for the sake of having it easier to tell it to other people, really. Here you go, as promised, a device for detecting queer people anywhere. In a click of a button. Thanks, Aeroace. Are you sure that it works? Silly guy, we'll see that once you test it. Oh boy, okay. I hope nothing explodes. Huh. Oh. Yeah, I mean, honestly, maybe not this intensely. Like, maybe not like 3 or 4. 3? Oh no, there are actually 4 cis-het people. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 queer people or more. I can't count anymore. But anyways, maybe not this extremely, but yeah, a lot of people are more queer than we originally think. Because some people don't really talk about it. Some people don't need to talk about it because some people are so obviously queer. But others aren't. Just please make sure that the cisheads don't get their hands on this device, because I have a feeling they're not going to use it for good. Why are men so hot? Why are women so hot? Why is everyone so hot? What? Oh, never mind. I found out why. Sauna temperature way too hot. I mean, yeah. Global warming, it being summer and like 35 degrees. A lot of the time, a lot of people, or like everyone, is entirely too hot. But I do understand, well, to a degree. Like, I think this is also something that is gonna throw ace people a lot, because they kind of start to develop their own, okay, yeah, I find this person hot. And then if you say that, and then you come out as ace, and people are like, wait, but you call people hot all the time, like, or like occasionally, and you're just like, yeah, it's not the same as when you call someone hot. It's not a, oh, damn, I want to do stuff with them. It's just like, oh, okay, they look really aesthetically good, and I don't know how to describe it, so I'm just gonna call it hot because that's the word people use. Because to you, that person is hot, but not in a sexual way, if that makes sense. But to a lot of cisheads, it's not gonna make sense. You know, me, a doctor, checking out a mother and her child. So which cast do you want, pink or blue? He'll take blue. Alright, I'll go get a blue cast for you. Mother, what have you done? I don't like parents like this. Like, if your child is too shy or just doesn't care, then sure, answer for them. You don't want to be there all day, right? Like, no one has the time. But, like, at least ask your child which color they would rather want, or let them answer. You know, don't be like this. Like, even if this child is literally a boy and would rather have a pink cast, why would you be a dickhead about it? Like, if the kid wants a pink cast, like, why not? Having a broken arm sucks already. Like, at least let them have fun with it and, like, try to enjoy it as much as they can. You know, which isn't going to be a whole lot. I know, it just like crazy. It's just annoying. It's constantly in the way. It's way too warm, especially in summer. You can't really shower that well. Like, it's gonna be all over annoying. Like, at least let them pick the color that they want, you know? So, are you a foreigner or something? What? What country flag is that? Is it Germany? I can confirm that it is not, in fact, the German flag. To be fair, I think a lot of, like, pride flags are more vibrant than, like, flags of countries. You know, like, I feel like it's very clear to me that if I see a flag, even if I don't know what a certain flag means, because it's like of a sub label or something, even if I've never seen that flag before, I'm just like, yeah, no, that's definitely a pride flag. How do you know? I know cisheads are kind of oblivious sometimes, but like, how do you not know it all? Fuck gender. What? Yeah, if transphobes say fuck gender, it has very different vibes, because they say it in a, oh, your gender doesn't matter, only your biological, like, sex does, which is rubbish. I think when Pan and MB say it also means different things, because Pan's like, fuck gender, I really don't care what your gender is. Like, if you're hot and we're vibing, then, you know, let's see what happens. If NB says it's just, for fuck's sake, we're just done with it. We're just so fed up because everyone's obsessed and it's just overall annoying. But when transphobes say it, we don't like it. So, I'm a bisexual man. I prefer women though, and I haven't dated a man so far. But isn't that just straight? Okay, let's try again. Hello, I'm straight, but I also really like men. but that's not straight. You're doing good. Yeah, I feel like bi people know this struggle. Because every bi person, literally doesn't matter who they're seeing or who they're calling attractive, someone's immediately gonna go and ruin it and be like, oh, wait, so are you straight now or are you gay now? Because literally, I thought I have a short attention span, but even I know that people exist for longer than like 5 minutes, and that their attraction exists over a long time, and that just because right now they're finding like a woman attractive or dating a woman doesn't mean they're suddenly like gay or straight. That's not how attraction works overall. And I thought that was obvious, but okay. Demigirl. Oh, I can now relax with a nice cup of coffee. Pan, why are you storming in like this? Hey, you knocked over my coffee. Huh? But gender fluid? Gender fluid is right here. Oh, sorry. Again, puns kind of hurt. You just wanted to protect your gender fluid friend, I get it, but listen, I would be mad if someone knocks over my coffee. You at least offer to get them a new coffee and help them clean up the mess you made. Or clean it up for them, because in the end, you made the mess. But still, I feel like Demigirl's probably gonna help. But please don't knock over people's coffee. Like, yell at them to stop, because then they're just gonna like look at you really confused and not drink what you assume is gender fluid. You know, don't knock over people's coffee. Just please don't. Anyways, that was all the comics I have for today. Honestly, I really like the subreddit. It's literally just so adorable. How people just draw these little comics of like funny moments that happen to them, or like little funny coming out stories, or struggles they face. But it's kind of like just put in a very cute way that kind of makes it harder for me to get mad, just because these balls are so adorable. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed them too. I hope you're hydrated, and I will be back in 3 days with my next video.